Hey everybody, Kentucky Lasslo here. This is not a typical video that I do, but due to the success and all the views I've gotten on the Forgotten Bugout Bag episode I did, this short, there's been a lot of comments, a lot of good, some bad, a lot of in between, but there's one comment that I read that really made a lot of sense, and I think it's one of many rules, one of the main things that people should do during a shtf, a bug out scenario, whatever you want to call it. And I've got the comment printed off right here. I'm going to read it. It's by Alpha Bears 6342. I really appreciate you making this comment, and I'm going to read it for the people. So, what he writes is this: the chance of one bugging out is extremely slim, especially in the U.S. If you live in a small town in the outskirts, then you're safer staying home and defending your family and neighbors, as the neighbors will do the same. In a city environment, unless there is a riot, your chance is best to egress before there's an actual threat to the city and its people. So driving before the riot is the way to go. Also, where would you actually go? Did you pre-plan everything, and do you actually have a place to go, like to another family's house? There's also the part of the family. Do you only have one bug-out bag, or does the whole family have a bug-out bag? Do each members know how to use the items in the bags? What about communicating with each other if you're separated from each other, aka the wife is at the store, the kids are in school? How would you communicate with them? Do you have a pre-planned meeting area for the whole family? That's the main part that I want to talk about. Does each member know how to get to the pre-planned destination if something happens to one of you? What if there's an emergency or someone is injured? Do you have a plan for that? Bugging out is easier said than done, especially when you have family members that depend on you. It's big. There's also a lot of planning that must go into it. This is true. There's a lot of obstacles that would be in the way. There's also a lot of training that needs to go into it. Very, very true. This is why staying put and defending your fort is more important and valuable to a family than bugging out. Alpha Bears, good stuff right there, man. So like I said, the main part of that I want to talk about is having a planned meeting area for you and your family, neighbors, friends, whatever group that you have. If you're a loner, you won't need that, but having a pre-planned place to go, especially if you have a wife and kids. Let's say there could be, you guys know all the different scenarios. I mean, what if there's an EMP? Something crazy like that happens. All the communications are knocked out. Your phones are dead. You can't communicate. Vehicles can't even really travel, at least most of them. You would need to know a place to go, your kids, your family, your wife, everybody, where is the meeting place? When stuff goes down, where do we all rendezvous? And it would also be wise to have a secondary point as well, maybe even a tertiary, maybe a third place, but just a main place, like say, at the house. That could be just a main place, but what if, God forbid, the house is on fire? What if there's been some type of natural disaster and you need a secondary place? Have a secondary meeting place. Say the oak tree everybody knows in the woods of your property or someone else's property that's friendly to you. Basically, it's just having a place to go. Just that one piece of the plan I think is so important, especially for your kids. What if you can't go out and retrieve them? Of course, you'll do your very best to get the family back together. That's the main point of this. So having a place to go, having a place to rendezvous, having a place to all meet up so then you can prepare from there. I think that's the number one thing that I gather from this comment. I love the comment. There's a lot more stuff to it. I'd like to hear in the comments section what you all think, some more valuable points that I can give to everyone to talk about on another episode. So just let me know what you think. Thank y'all so much for watching, and have a great day.